Welcome back. Let's talk about something that's very important, thumbnails. We've touched on thumbnails a little bit, but thumbnails are just about as important as your title and your description. Matter of fact, let me change that. They're more important than your title and your description. 90% of the people will click on your video because of the thumbnail. If it's not getting clicks, no one's watching it. So the first thing you got to do is get someone to click it. And it's got to be something that grabs their attention. Now, there's 1,000,001 strategies on how to make a good thumbnail. There's all kinds of channels out there that get very in-depth on that, and I would encourage you to watch some of them. Don't take everything they say like gospel, but get ideas from it. That's the best way. What I want to talk to you about is how you go about making a thumbnail. Now, there are several different ways to make thumbnails. Some people hire people to make their thumbnails. Some people don't even add a thumbnail. They just use a shot from the video and put it up there, or they'll get a shot from the video while they're editing and then just throw some text up there, which a lot of big name people do, but they're already big names. You're trying to catch people's attention above everyone else. So you got to go a little further. And that's when photo editing software comes into play. You can make your thumbnail on all kinds of different programs. Now, let's start off with the first paid one, Photoshop. Photoshop is one of the industry standards and it has been for a long time, but it's slowly being unseated because it's expensive. It's a great product, but it's expensive and they charge far too much for it. You could get on their monthly thing. That's it. They don't let you buy it outright anymore. They have this Photoshop Elements, which is a very dumbed down version. It's not even worth it. And that's like $99. You can buy it outright. But the real Photoshop that has all the bells and whistles, that one, if you pay in advance for a year, it's $263 a year. If you're just starting out, don't spend that kind of money. It's not worth it. Do something else. The one I like a lot, even though I do Photoshop most of the time, I'm starting to warm up to this one called Affinity Photo. Affinity is a hell of a lot more reasonable. It's a one-time payment, $69. That's it. $69, and you've got something that I would say every single month, every time they do an update, is getting closer and closer to being as good as Photoshop. I don't think they've got that far to go, to tell you the honest truth. Especially the things I use it for, it works out just fine for me. So I will probably, in the near future, be just stopping Photoshop. It's Adobe. They're charging too much money for stuff, and people are having other alternatives. Affinity is one of those really good alternatives. Now, if you're a total novice, you have no idea how to do thumbnails whatsoever, you got another one. It's called Canva. Canva is a website for graphic design, and it'll do everything. I mean, it'll some editing video for you. It'll make banners. It'll make flyers. You can make invitations for your kids, 5th birthday party, whatever you want to do. But they also have thumbnail templates, and they have thousands of them. If you go to their search engine and just type in thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails, it'll just start listing all these beautiful designs. And you can click on one, and let's say you're going to do a video about hiking in the Rockies. You click on one of someone hiking in the Swiss Alps. All you got to do is you got to click the picture of the Swiss Alps, swap it out with something similar of the Rockies, put it in there. Let's say the graphic says hiking in the Swiss Alps, right? You could just go to the text graphic and get rid of Swiss Alps and type in with the same font. It just lets you keep going. The American Rockies or whatever you want to do. You just put it in there. It is very simple, and they have new templates all the time. And I'm telling you, they have thousands of them. I think thousands. They got a whole lot. I've gone through a bunch of them, and I'd say there's over 1,000, maybe 2,000. I could be wrong. I never sat down and counted them, and I don't think they have a place where they say how many they have. But in my opinion, let's just say they have thousands of them, so it kind of makes it worth it. And Canva is $120 a year. Now, there's a couple things you should do for your channel, and if you're going to invest money in it, one, I think you should get one of the really good paid software, and I think Affinity is the best way to go. $69, you got it forever. This is something that if you're serious about YouTube and you want to grow, this is something you should put some money into, okay? Like I said earlier, audio before video, thumbnail comes before anything you're going to anything you're going to upgrade in video. So it should be audio, thumbnail, and then go on to video editing or whatever. But it is very, very important. Thumbnails will make or break a channel. I swear. Unless you're lucky and you catch, I don't know, a swamp monster coming out of a swamp, your channel's going to need something to grab someone's attention. And a swamp monster that you just happen to be there for, you don't need a thumbnail for that. I caught a swamp monster coming out of a swamp in Florida. People will click on that. You'll make a bunch of money and you'll be famous forever. That's all there is to it. You saw the swamp monster. For the rest of us who don't have the luxury of being near a swamp to find a monster, we have to make very good thumbnails. It's got to the point for my channel that I've given up on making them myself. I still do occasionally, but I hire someone to make my thumbnails for me. I'm kind of in the new stage of that. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but my thumbnails, most people that I've ever talked to that are big on YouTube, they said my thumbnails are my weak spot. I'm doing thumbnails that were popular back in 2016, so it's time to upgrade. Now, the photo editing software, there are a bunch of free ones. All of them have different levels of quality. The one I kind of like that I've just played around with, and it's free, it's called GIMP. Yeah, GIMP. It's pretty cool. There's a bunch of other ones I don't know much about, but GIMP, if you're looking for a free one, take a look at GIMP. You're going to see it's limited, but for free, it's just fine. Work with it, get to know it, learn it, and, if you know what you're doing, you'll get something out of it. Like John Lennon said, I'm an artist. You give me a tuba, I'll get you something out of it. And if you learn that software, GIMP, you'll get something out of it. Trust me. You just got to sit down and learn it. And there's plenty of videos to teach you how to use GIMP or any of these products, any of them. Now, there is another way, and it's becoming more and more popular, and I believe it's the future of thumbnails, AI. You can go to Midjourney. I don't know, what's the new one? I just did a video, not deep fake. Oh my God, I just did a video for it.
A few moments later.
DeepSeek. So DeepSeek is a new AI program that came out, and it's supposed to rival ChatGPT. My problem with it, and I just did a sponsored video for this today, it's Chinese, and they basically censor what's going on. Like if you type in, tell me about Tiananmen Square, it won't tell you. Let's talk about something else. It's being censored. Who knows what they're going to do with the pictures, but it's going to Chinese servers, and a lot of people feel uncomfortable with that. That's fine. There's a Venice AI, which I did a sponsored video. This one is not a sponsored video. I'm just telling you, they use that system, but it's on American servers. So do what you want to do. And it's also a lot cheaper than ChatGPT. Now, the one I really like to use for my thumbnails in AI is called Leonardo. I use Leonardo because I've tried Midjourney and a few other ones, and Leonardo seems to get me a little bit more. It's weird. That's how I feel. It feels like it understands what I want when I type something in. Midjourney, I type something in and it gets a little weird, gets a little crazy, has like a mental breakdown. If I type it into Leonardo, it just gives me what I'm looking for. So what I normally do, if I'm not using an actual picture of a place, I'll get something on Leonardo, and then I'll run it through Photoshop or Affinity, and I'll just put some text on the picture that I came up with. And it's pretty interesting. You could literally type in, give me a picture of 5 alligators playing poker with different types of hats on in a dark room, in a dark, smoky room, and it'll give you that picture. So that's what's amazing about AI. You shouldn't be making everything with AI, just, put it in text and hope it comes out. That's not really being a creator. That's not really being an artist. That's not being anything but someone trying to make a quick buck, which is fine. If your art is making a buck as easy as possible, great, you do you. I just don't appreciate it. I just really don't appreciate when people use AI to basically copy my videos. It's kind of rude. But I digress. So AI is probably the future of thumbnails, and there's a lot of different programs that are coming up, and they've all got some kind of payment to them. Right now, DeepSeek and Venice AI are two of the cheapest I've seen. I haven't looked at all of them, but they're two of the cheapest I've seen. So definitely look into those. Do some extra videos on them. This video is just here to give you what you should be looking for, what you should be looking at. And there's anything I talked about, any one of these programs, anything I've said, there's a million YouTube channels out there with videos directed just towards that subject, okay? So you want to look at the photo editing softwares like Affinity, Photoshop, even Corel Draw, which is ridiculously expensive, like $500 a year. GIMP, which is free. Just check them all out. I really like Canva because it's pretty easy. Check those out. Do a little more research on them. You learn something new every day. Talk to you guys tomorrow.